This video is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content to time. All in one place, all on your terms. I'm wearing a t-shirt that is significantly tighter on me than normal, and I don't know how I feel about it. I think I like it. Hello, spuds. How's it going? I'm Jamie. Welcome back to another video. First video, I don't know, but welcome either way. I'm very glad to have you here. It's been a hot minute, a very toasty minute, particularly today, because we finally have some summer here in the UK. It is above 20 degrees Celsius. We're here looking at something I've not looked at for a while, which is the lovely little comic balls of LGBallT. It is not bisexual erasure and is not all about the tea, although the first one is about the tea, but they're not all about the tea. Would you still love me if I was a man? Who are they asking? It's the little trans ball that's wearing the cis straight mask of I'm not out yet. Is that I don't want to say what I think that looks like. Okay, let's just move on. It's an ice cream. Yummy. But oh, it's a chair. What do you think? Says the bisexual ball. And the cis straight mask disappears. And out comes the trans man, I'm assuming. Yay. That was it. Okay, it was a 3-part comic. Yes, I feel like being with a partner who is not strictly straight or strictly gay can make that easier sometimes to come out as trans and feel like it's not gonna make your relationship have to end. I do like this comic. I do agree with its principle, and this isn't a comment about this comic specifically. It's just because it accidentally could feed into a trope around trans people and sexual orientation of partners, whereby some people believe that trans people can only be with bisexual or pansexual people, that gay and straight people will never find trans people attractive or want to be with a trans person. But if you are a straight cis woman and you are with a trans man, you are still straight. If you are a gay cis man and you are with a trans man, you are still gay. If you are a straight cis man and you are with a trans woman, you are still straight. Being with a trans person of the gender that you are attracted to does not impact your sexual orientation. Easter eggs, a bisexual ball, and Easter eggs written like the trans flag. Hey, bye, I got something. Oh, what did the trans ball get? It's an Easter egg. It's a trans egg. Oh my god, do you know what that trans egg looks like? 1 second. Look. I just made baby Pud fall over on my shelf. That egg looks like this egg. Ta-da! This egg is Pud's little trans egg, the Pride United dino that I brought out a couple years ago. Keep your eyes peeled, there might be something else coming up very soon, but we love Pride eggs here on the channel. Actually, even better. Oh, what's better than an Easter egg? More Easter eggs! All the trans Easter eggs. Oh my god, that's very cute. On Holy Thursday, Jesus gave a new commandment to his followers. Love one another as I have loved you, so you must love one another. I was trying to read it a little bit like Reverend Lovejoy from The Simpsons. If you at all got that, please let me know. I'm not good at doing voices. I was not trying to do his voice, I was just trying to read it at his pacing.
And the very same goes for Ezekiel.
Okay, so we have a straight cis ball doing a religious thing. Yes, I believe I found some of these over Easter, if you hadn't guessed. However, are you putting words in my mouth again? It is God. Don't tell me you bought into the bleeding heart woke agenda as well. The upset religious person. Because they're about to be phobic in some way, like you must love one another unless they're gay. I feel like that was coming. And God is like, no, how dare thee speak against my open-mindedness. Honestly, I'm not religious at all. I don't believe in God. However, I do genuinely think if there was some almighty being in the sky or some force in the world greater than ourselves, I do not think that they would be phobic. I don't think they would be bigoted. I think a god would be against homophobia, not gay people, and transphobia, not trans people. So if I were to believe in a god, it would be in an open-minded one. You like women? That's gay. Well, not just women. Explains pansexuality, I assume. That's even more gay. What? How is being pansexual even more gay than being gay? You cannot get gayer than being gay. Being gay is the epitome of gayness. Pansexuality does not beat being gay at being gay. Some chill beats playing. So I said gender, hardly knew it. Okay. It's weird how people think bi means only two, right? So we've got a little ace ball. We got a little bisexual non-binary ball. Oh, there's a little party going on.
You're having a party!
Hey non-binary, have you seen Gender Fluid? They're my ride and they told me they would leave after getting some punch and I can't find them. No, I haven't, but I have an idea of where they are. Oh no. I predict Gender Fluid is the punch. Gender Fluid is the punch. Help me. I fell into this bowl and I can't get out because I'm a mere liquid. Hey Pan, I found them. I do appreciate a good gender fluid joke. I'm not gender fluid myself, but I do think some of the LGBTQ plus like puns and jokes I've seen are the funniest around gender fluid. I think it tickles my personal humor. And on the topic of tickling, something that has absolutely nothing to do with tickling, you may remember recently I spoke about my brand new, very real and not at all made up business of protecting your food from the seagulls, where I would dress up as a food item such as a bag of chips, a sushi roll, maybe even a sausage roll, and I would act as a decoy for the seagulls so they would come after me instead of your food. And this all came about after my ice cream was viciously stolen by a seagull right out of my mouth. Well, I do have some bad news, or maybe good news. It's a mixture of news. Squarespace allowed for the creation of such a gloriously amazing website that I have put off every seagull from stealing food. Thank you Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. The all-in-one website design platform for any idea. You want a website about absolutely anything? Go to Squarespace. Squarespace's cutting-edge design tools made it super easy to create an eye-catching website, allowing my business to soar and letting anyone build a unique website that matches your brand, business, or any idea you might have. You can use Squarespace's Blueprint AI, the AI-enhanced website builder, to help you create a fully customized website quickly and easily. Once you decided on your website idea, Squarespace's pre-built layouts let you organize all your different elements how you want them, making it really simple to design a professional-looking website that fits your needs. You can then customize your pages with a simple drag and drop, running any kind of website, whether you're selling things, whether you're setting up a club, whether you just want to share something that you're doing. Analytics are super handy. And Squarespace's great analytics tools let me check on things like top traffic sources and the geography of site visitors. Helped me track where the seagulls were most troublesome. You can also get insights on sale metrics and see how your reach is growing, with Squarespace giving you all the data you need to scale your business. Sharponi's actual Squarespace website was super easy and fun to make and not going anywhere, unlike my ice cream. Squarespace gave us the freedom to get creative, link our social media platforms, and show off our podcast 1-800-DRAMA. To get started yourself, go to squarespace.com, and when you're feeling ready to launch, make sure you go to squarespace.com/Jammidodger to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thank you so much for listening. Now let's get back to the balls. Wait. I can like a little nondescript ball with a pink bow. Girls? I can like girls? Oh my god, being a lesbian is a thing. Oh, I'm so happy for this little lesbian ball. And isn't she beautiful, because the lesbian flag is the most aesthetic flag. Trans, what are you doing out here? What are you doing out here, trans? Taking a dump. Behind a bush. Trans is taking a dump behind a bush. Why? There's a gas station right there. Why do you think a trans bull might be preferring a public forest rather than a public restroom? I know, I just went there. The owner said I couldn't use the men's bathroom, but then they said I couldn't use the women's room either. Oh my god. So it seems I need to poop in the woods now. That's up. I know. Right, we'll have a little quick chat about this. I've talked about it a lot on my channel. I feel like this is perhaps in reference to, unless there's something else going on in a different part of the world I'm unaware of, but in mid-April, the UK Supreme Court basically ruled that for the purposes of the Equality Act, the definition of a woman is based on biological sex, so like sex at birth, which then really weirdly and wrongly incorporated trans men under the Equality Act as being included as women, but does not include trans women. Really bizarre. I think, you know, as a society, we just need to learn that being trans is just another way of being human, and being a trans man doesn't make you any less of a man, and being a trans woman doesn't make you any less of a woman, and trans is just an adjective. Trans men are still men, and trans women are still women. It's just bizarre to me. We don't all need to have the exact same biology, you know? There's also so much evidence that your gender and biological sex can be different from one another. Just the mere existence of trans people. Anyway, so ridiculous ruling, ridiculous definition, awful, very pushed by TERFs and an ideology that is transphobic. Unfortunately, what came from that was the Equality and Human Rights Commission in the UK has now said, well, what this means is that things like schools, workplaces, restaurants, shops, any kind of public facilities, sports places, blah, 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 trans men cannot use the men's, trans women cannot use the women's, and under some circumstances, trans women can't use the men's and trans men can't use the women's. Not that I think it would be safe for a trans woman to use the men's room, and not that I think it would be appropriate for a trans man to use the women's. I would never use the women's. That would be incredibly uncomfortable for everybody involved in that situation. However, what option does that leave? And then they're like,
gender-neutral facilities should be provided wherever possible.
So few places have gender-neutral options, and if they do, they're often in a completely different place, which means trans people would get outed by using them, but also so many places don't have gender-neutral options. So where does that leave trans people having to go to the toilet? The woods. That's where this comic came from. It is absolutely ludicrous that this has been suggested, that this is happening. Like, what the hell? Talk about a harmful ideology. They really like to project it onto the trans community. There is nothing harmful, there's nothing ideological about being transgender. It is an identity, it is a way of being, it is something people can't control. You know what you can control though? Being an arsehole, which transphobes are. 2 pride balls. Drop the tea. One of them holds a sign. Very angry. Oh, drop the tea. We only like coffee here. Why? Yeah, why? You know that it's not just the tea. The tea is just the easiest target right now. Because this is the only way how people will accept us now. I think it's important to remind some cis LGBT people that trans people have always been part of the community. The language has evolved. The trans people have always been a part, and trans people were so pivotal in gay rights progressing. So don't go dropping the tea now that you think you've made some progress. Trans people aren't holding you back. Trans people are a gateway to the rest of the community's rights also being under attack. Oh look, here we go. The drop the tea is looking surprised because a MAGA hat wearer banned gay marriage now. This is what's happening. You will literally be like cis gay person who's like,
yeah, drop the tea, take away the trans rights. Yeah, don't eat me, please. My rights are fine, and I don't want trans people to impact my rights because I finally have some. Yay, trans people's rights have gone. Oh wait, you want my rights now? Oh shit.
Because you know what? We are stronger together. I don't understand why you can be LGB and transphobic. Although cis lesbians are the least transphobic group of people within society generally, other than trans people themselves. Me, straight? Huh? What's happening? I love her, 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 I love her.
I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
3 years later, what? I'm gay? Why weren't there any signs? Look at the Lesbian Ball. There were no signs. No signs whatsoever. I just always thought women were very beautiful and I never found men attractive and I didn't picture myself ever being with a man, but no, there were no signs I'm a lesbian. This has come totally out of the blue. Gay pride. We're gay. Gay wrath. Shove. Move. I'm gay. Gay envy. Oh, your parents love and support you? How lovely. Gay sloth. Could you get the door? I'm gay. Hold on. Is there gender fluid in the cup? Gay lust. Are you gay? Insert careless whisper. I mean, bisexual. Gay gluttony. A bottomless brunch. Delicious. Gay greed. Gayest outfit they own. Could be gayer. The 7 deadly gay sins. Yep, approved. You're a lesbian? Don't worry. I can fix that. Ugh. Disgusting. I wonder how men like this would react if a gay guy went up to them and was like, you're straight? I can fix that. Do you know the reaction that straight dude would have if that happened to him? A taste of his own medicine and oh my god, suddenly what the hell?
What is wrong with people?
But you're literally doing this to lesbians. All you need is to spend time with a real alpha male like me. There is nothing in this world that is less attractive than men like this. The lesbian ball just starts glowing. Stop that! You're getting more lesbian!
How can you get more lesbian in the presence of an alpha male like me?
Our transphobic ball. Looks like an angry trans Spider-Man. They, thems, and their agenda, I swear they won't stop in their quest to harass us all. I got an onion ring in my french fries. Yay! It's literally that. There's like transphobes screaming about like, oh, trans people are trying to take the children and take away women's rights and they're ruining the world with their ideology, blah, blah, blah. And there's just trans people who are like, oh, do you like my new button up? Yeah. Or look at my shoes, Robert. This is why I don't make the comics, I react to the comics. But it is exactly that, like LGBT plus people just trying to live our lives, and the transphobes are so obsessed. We live rent-free in their brains, making them seethe with anger. That is a one little bit of solace I can get from all the shit they're causing right now, that they're just so warped and wrapped in it that they're like shriveling away inside, whilst I'm just laughing at memes on the internet and going for walks with my wife and having fun and hanging out with my friends. The transphobes are just like, oh, trans people. We won! Supreme Court has declared only biological women are women. Yay! Yay, look at how silly we look, celebrating the fact that women are now reduced down to their body parts. Woohoo! As a feminist, I've always wanted to be defined by my vagina. It is so ridiculous. This is exactly what feminism is not about. Women just being like, yes, your worth and your womanness is based on your genitals and your reproductive ability. So these are the TERFs that are saying this. I just feel like to anybody with an inch of true understanding of trans people and feminism and just like being a decent person, they look so ridiculous celebrating with champagne outside the Supreme Court that day, the whole handful of them. Honestly, what a joke. So glad we can finally use the bathroom in peace without being afraid. Indeed. Oh yeah, but who is this? This is a cis straight ball with a hat on. Stop right there, I'm the new bathroom inspector. I need to check you before you enter. What? We're obviously women. Doesn't matter, it's easy for a man to disguise himself these days. Proof or no bathroom. No pee-pee without the proof. This is outrageous. Ugh, so embarrassing. Well, at least they're keeping us safe. So, hello ladies. A trans man. Eek! A man! God, come in here now! What's going on in here? Listen, I didn't want to come in here either. There is a man in here! What kind of bathroom inspector are you? Nope, she may look like a man, but she's a woman. I checked. How can you say that? He's obviously a man. I told you, trans people are crafty, but I checked her over and she was born a woman. She may have taken hormones since. I'm moving to Ace Mark. Oh, Denmark. But you voted to make gender the same as biological sex, which yes, means trans women are no longer allowed in the women's bathroom, but trans men are because they were born women. I mean, yeah, this is how people like this would describe the situation. Enjoy living in the new world you made, ladies. I need to use the bathroom, intersex ball. I hate this law, just go wherever I quit. How do they think this is enforceable? It's literally not enforceable, and what you are doing is actually putting all women at increased risk from cis men. All a cis man has to do now, in certain situations like the transport police, is accuse a woman of being trans, and then a man can strip search her. And that woman could be a trans woman or could be a cis woman. Because you've got to prove it now that you're really a woman. This is what the TERFs wanted, to base their womanness and their identity on their genitals. It is absolutely disgusting. This is what they wanted, and they're so blinded by hate that they couldn't see it. They couldn't actually see that they are impacting their own rights. The TERFs are the ones impacting women's rights, not trans people. Why do you have long hair? Are you a woman? Says the transphobic ball to the ally ball with the blue bow tie, so I'm assuming the cis man ally ball. And the transphobe is accusing him of being a woman because he has long hair. And what happens in the next frame? Just because you have long hair does not mean you are a woman, says the transphobic ball to the trans woman. Yeah, I do find this really funny. There's like this massive long list of things according to the not okay cis straight people. That's like, you got to do this to be a man, you got to do that to be a woman, you got to fit this stereotype to be a man or a woman, blah, blah, blah. You could be like a really masked cis man just with long hair, and a transphobe or bigot will call you a woman because you're not fitting into that little box of gender stereotypes. But then you could be the most feminine trans woman, and if they know you're a trans woman, doesn't matter how feminine you are, they'll call you a man because you're trans. Make it make sense. It doesn't, because bigotry doesn't make sense. Non-binary ball. Oh, so I came out to my girlfriend yesterday and told her I want to go by they, them pronouns, and she was totally supportive. She might need some time getting used to it, but that is fine. Yeah, we're so happy for you. Hey, that's great. I still don't get what you see in her, but happy for you. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, for F's sake, what do you want now? Oh God, I'm mega. You LGBTCDEFG or whatever snowflakes are so obsessed with all that pronoun and changing names bullshit. I can confidently say you would never catch me dead using pronouns, never mind actually being triggered by it. Who's word you? Gulf of Mexico. Ah, MAGA angry smash. If the Pope can change names, so can trans people. Yeah, they call anybody who disagrees with them snowflakes, but actually they are the real snowflakes. I'm non-binary. What's that? Well, I'm not part of the gender binary, so I'm not male, not female, not man, not woman. Oh, wait. The binary ball turned into actual binary code. Hey, do you listen to Girl in Red? Said the lesbian ball to the straight ball. No. Dang it. I've heard of Girl in Red. Is this like code? Is she very popular? Is Girl in Red very popular with lesbians or women who aren't straight? And it was this lesbian ball like trying to put some feelers out like, hey, I want to know if you like women too later. So the straight ball is listening to Girl in Red. Oh, this is good. This is art crack. Ah, who's had their egg cracked by music? Hands up in the comments. Me with friends versus me alone. You don't owe anyone androgyny, masculinity or femininity. As long as you are you, that's all that matters. Yeah, I guess so. Must pass. I feel like it's such an easy thing to fall into, particularly in the early stages of transition. I was a lot more masculine when I first came out because I felt like I had to compensate, not in a toxic way, but just I wasn't comfortable fully expressing myself. I don't know, just the way I am. I kind of felt like I stifled it a bit, and I felt like I needed to walk in a certain way and hold myself in a certain way and talk in a certain way. And gradually, as I've transitioned, all of that's kind of melted away so that I can just be who I am and what comes naturally to me. What do you call a group of trans masks? A tea party. Very clever. The pain of being pan. And asexual and aromantic ones too, because it's a thing. Attraction does not equal sex. Attraction does not equal romance. Isn't that just bi? That's biphobic. What is it with people thinking being pansexual is biphobic? I don't understand. So you do it with cookware? You like everyone? Even me? Pick a side. How can you have a type? You do it with everyone. Oh God. Isn't your partner gender identity? Doesn't that make you sexuality? Oh, so like, isn't your partner a man? Doesn't that make you gay? Do you know, just let people have their identities. Like, if you don't understand it, that's your problem, not theirs. Hey, it's Trans Visibility Day, March 31st. Oh my God. What's happening? Look at you. Oh, hi, trans. Hi. Do you know, I actually have to film all of my videos on March 31st. Radfems, as in like TERFs, not just radfems, because I thought that was radical feminists who aren't necessarily trans exclusionary. We shouldn't define women by their anatomy. We're not vagina owners, uterus havers, or birthing people. We're our own people and should be treated as such. Also radfems when trans women. You'll never be a woman. You have a penis and male anatomy. Do you have a vagina, uterus, or the ability to give birth? Then you're not a real woman. You need female anatomy to be a woman. This is the conversation we had earlier. Just like, why are we going back to literal people who call themselves a feminist trying to reduce women down to genitals and reproductive abilities? Very bizarre. A lesbian ball going into, I presume, a women's space. Hey you, stay out of women's spaces. Is this a turf ball? Is this what the turf ball looks like? I am a woman. What's in your pants? Trans don't count. Not telling you. Yeah, why should anyone share what's in their pants? Tell me or I'll call 911. No. Nobody owes you or anyone else their identity. And this is literally happening because this ball could be a cis lesbian, could be a trans lesbian, but it doesn't matter because TERFs don't care. They'll just go after somebody that doesn't fit their mindset of femininity and what a woman is. I think it's really time that we stop even giving an inch of credibility to TERFs calling themselves feminists. They shouldn't be called TERFs because they are not feminists. Kate Nash released a song recently called Germ. They can be germs. I've also heard farts. Is that feminist appropriating? Hold on.
A few moments later.
Fart. Feminism appropriating reactionary transphobe. They are just transphobes, not feminists. Anyway, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. Please think about giving a thumbs up and subscribing if you want to, but no pressure. You can also go check out my Patreon. You can see some names going up the side of some of my Patreons. And I also want to say a massive thank you to my top tier Patreons: Albar, Chloe, Eldon K, Gosco, Iona Balash, Sienna Lamb, Jesse Entwistle, Marv Mallow, Max Makes Mods, Night Soul, Nesta, Sugar Joe, Rachel Raptor, River Shampoo Mod, Randy, Rye Loves Rory, Sally Drew, TNS Mum, and the third Hat Man. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. If you do want to go support me over there, you can, because it really helps out a lot, especially as a trans creator right now. Yay. But no pressure, just letting you know it exists. That's everything. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Much love. Bye.